Why are Palestinian communities still being forced out of their homes nearly 80 years later? In 1948, approximately 1 million Palestinians were expelled from their homes to establish an Israeli state. Early Zionist militias, which would later form the Israeli Defense Forces, systematically expelled Palestinian villages one by one to ensure the land had a Jewish demographic majority. Zionist massacres against men, women, and children spread fear and forced Palestinian families to flee into neighboring countries like Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Egypt. In his diaries, David Ben-Gurion, the first Prime Minister of Israel, argued that a forcible transfer of the Palestinian population was necessary to create a Jewish majority state. He also wrote, "The compulsory transfer of the Arabs from the valleys of the proposed Jewish state could give us something which we never had, a Galilee free from the Arab population." Consequently, at least 530 Palestinian villages were forcibly emptied and erased from the map. Today, there is little physical evidence of their existence. Israeli cities were built atop the ruins of many expelled villages. Many historians and human rights scholars describe this as ethnic cleansing. This event became known as the Nakba in Arabic, or the catastrophe. Many warn the pattern is now repeating decades later, as Israel seeks to seize the remaining shreds of Palestinian territory in Gaza and the occupied West Bank, replacing the Palestinian population with Israelis. Israel is also systematically destroying villages in southern Lebanon and displacing residents, with potential for annexation or permanent occupation. Since October 7th, at least 59 Palestinian villages in the occupied West Bank have been forcibly emptied. Armed groups of Israeli settlers raid villages at night, creating terrifying conditions that force families to pack and leave. The parallels, for many, are impossible to ignore. In 1948, villages like Akka, Al Auja, Deir Yassin, Bida, Tantora, Tiberias, and Ein al Auja were emptied in rapid succession. Villages were erased overnight as Zionist militias armed by the British rounded up residents and burned homes. Mass executions were common. Today, similar names echo in different landscapes. In the West Bank, Ras Ein al Auja, Fazil el-Wusta, Mahe Adir, and Zawawa and Duma are few villages that have recently emptied under settler violence and military pressure. Yet the Nakba is often spoken about as something that happened in 1948, but for many Palestinians, it is an ongoing process of dispossession, erasure, and expulsion. Do you view the Nakba as a historical event or a process? Let us know.